Good morning. And anyway, I'm gonna rape some face. Good morning, and welcome to episode 3 of my Pokemon 4th Gen Wi-Fi battles. Today I have a bit more of a random team still. However, there's just one Gyarados set I couldn't wait to just bring on Wi-Fi. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, by the way, I'm using a different camera on this one. I just want to test it out, although I might just go back to my original camera setup as before. Either way, I think that one's just a little bit nicer in general. But anyway, basically, he sends out a T-Tar. I send out my Mr. Mime, known as Mime Time. This thing is only really there to set up and help stuff out. It's not, and if he gets lucky, outspeed some stuff and sweep. Basically, I was fearing a Protect. No, Pursuit. I mean Pursuit. So I thought just go for a Thunderbolt. He can't be that bulky special defense. Turns out he is, and plus the 50% boost from Sandstorm would be a big helper as well. So he's already out 6-5 at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know it happens, right? So I send that Wishing up, which she showed in the last battle, of course, just to put a Reflect up. I knew I could probably outspeed this thing, so I should have to take at least one hit. He goes for a substitute. I'm like, crap, he's gonna start sub punching or do something crazy like that, because you don't really see T-Tar do sub punching. You know, this battle featured a bit of, you know, the less than common sets. Although I don't really know too many T-Tars that even I've actually never really faced too many Tyrannitars online anyway, because it's not the most common thing due to its 4 times fighting weakness. You know, one Mark Punch and it's dead. You know, so I don't really see these online anyway. But it kind of threw me off a bit for a sec. I was like, oh crap, he's got a substitute. Focus Punch is coming. Of course, with Reflect up, Wishing up takes that like a champ, and only takes about 200 damage from that or so. 200, yeah, no more. Yeah, just under 200. 190, which is pretty nice, I must say. I'm kind of stuck with what to do because I was gonna try and break his sub using Magical Leaf. Turns out Magical Leaf is a garbage move, and it took 2 Magical Leaves to break him out. Of course, this is again due to the 50% boost from Sandstorm, and this is where you see how T-Tar can really actually have some bulk, which is a bit annoying. Vacuum Wave might not take him out, but Mach Punch still will. Hits me on all Focus Punch. There's goodbye to my Cafe Ball. So within 2 minutes, I already lost a third of my team, and it's the most supportive third of my team. So I've lost both my support pokes, and yeah, this is where the battle really gets going, I suppose you could say. I can't remember where I sent. Oh yeah, this is where I sent out my Blaziken. This is Blaziken, otherwise known as PFC. PFC is the name of a chicken and chip shop in my area, you know, burnt chicken, haha, good joke, yeah, whatever. Yeah, BFC is a slow sweeper. It has a brave nature, you know, boost speed, lows attack. It's designed to be a bit of a slow sweeper, you know, massive attacks that decent defenses, well, half decent defenses, I'd say. I was going to try and get a bulk up in maybe, but I thought Gliscor was going to hit me straight with a straight Earthquake since he did send out Gliscor, so I thought, you know, although it was quite unfortunate that I missed the Sky Uppercut, so I didn't get that extra damage in, because it turns out my Blaze Kick, without setting up, can just about 2.5 hit KO it, you know. I call it 2.5 hit KO because it's not a 3 KO really, because 3 KO is like, you know, it takes like a third and a third and a third, but this took like 45%, and then you're left with 10%. So yeah, he hits me with an EQ that doesn't even, I think, struggles to take away half my hit points, which I'm thinking I'm pretty proud of this thing. Because the EVs I put on this Blaziken were kind of weird in a sense. I can't remember them. It's like I woke up and it's like, oh, I put EV. Yeah, I think I put some special attack EVs on Blaziken, but I actually have no special moves, so that's a bit of a mess up. So yeah, basically I keep trying to go for the Blaze Kick. I think I missed that one or something like that. I know he's going to knock me into the Blaze range. I thought I'll try and chance it, try and survive another one. If he knocks me into Blaze range, I should be able to take out with the 50% boost. However, something magical happens. Hooray! Survive a 1 hit point. I said we were talking on Cerebi or something like that. I was like 1 hit point low, and then I laugh at that, and then I think I'll kill him. No, doesn't kill him. Take him down to probably 10 hit points, or even 4 hit points, or whatever it was. I think he started with 4 hit points or something like that. It was silly. So that showed that if I went for a like one bulk up to try and set up, probably predicting a stealth rock, I could have gone for the one bulk up, taken no damage that turn anyway, apart from sandstorm damage, and then taken him down in 2 hits with blaze kick, and he would have knocked me into the blaze range, but I would have gone in to the next poke at least with switch initiative rather than losing a poke and getting switch initiative. I would have had same level. So yeah, basically here we go. We have Savers.dos, which is, I'm pretty proud. It's my Gyarados. Has a bit of bulk in it. I give it a bit of bulk, but obviously it's a Gyarados at heart. Give it the Dragon Dance. You're gonna notice something. Basically, what happens with this motherfucker, this monster, is, I don't know. I thought it'd be weird and give it a poison Toxic Orb. Badly poisons it, so I give it Toxic Orb. Give it the Facade set, just as something to throw people off, as for fun. He's like, what's going on here? Because you see the Dragon Dance on the Gyarados, and you think, okay, standard Gyarados, probably has the EQ, the Aqua Tail, and then something else to finish it off. I go for this. I go for the Aqua Tail. It's gonna take him out, no worries. But then he switches into this Bronzong thing, and I'm thinking, oh crap, well, he walls me. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm Gyarados, no one walls me. So that's a 2-hit KO to Bronzong. That's a very clean 2-hit KO to Bronzong right there. Because all I need really is one Dragon Dance, and Gyarados can rape everything. Because I maxed out its speed. I gave it, I think, 100 or 152 to its. I think I gave 152 to its attack. No, I gave 100 to its attack. And I think I get 50 to its HP and respective defensive stats, or something like that. I can't really remember. I had the sheet all down, planning this all out, planning natures. It took like 2 weeks to get this Gyarados. It was crazy. But yeah, the only deficit really is the fact that he has the Aqua Tail, he has the Facade, he has the Dragon Dance, classic setup. So the only deficit is the fact that he's losing health every turn. So in the Sandstorm setting, it's a bit detrimental, because you're piling on 1/16 of damage from Toxic, and then next turn you're piling 2/16 of damage, plus the 1/16 of Sandstorm, so you lose 3/16 in the next turn. Then you lose 4/16 in the next turn. So it piles on quite a lot. So as a way to counteract this, I gave it rest as its final move, basically. As you saw there, I was kind of scared that the Infernape would have a Focus Sash and probably Thunder Punch me, but turned out it didn't. No problem. Now this is where I went for the rest, just to kind of show it off, because it was more. This battle was more about putting my Gyarados in there and showing what it had. Whereas when I look back, every time I look back at this battle now, it's like the Gliscor was there for the taking. Okay, it wouldn't have survived one Aqua Tail. It was a stab Aqua Tail. This Gliscor looks like a full defensive set. However, with one DD up and an Aqua Tail super effective stab, it wouldn't have survived it. So all I had to do really was take it out and gone down with the ship. Really, I would have gone down, taken out 3 of these pokes cleanly as well. Easily taken out 3 of these pokes, but then I decided to rest just to show it off, and that cost me basically the battle. From now on, I look like a beast with my Gyarados standing strong. This is where I said, if you remember, if you watched my last battle, so if you're watching this in a playlist in my last battle where I mentioned Wishing Up's Healing Wish capabilities, this is one of those situations where I could have sent Gyarados back out. I would have sent Gyarados out, brought Confabule in, used Healing Wish, healed up Gyarados to max, and then came back in. However, I get screwed over here because he decides to bring an agility set, Life Orb Metagross. And I remember the one thing he said, like, as long as you set up one agility, you basically won the game, because all you have to do really is, put the physical attack investment and then put the speed investment. Although if Metagross is a slow ass poke, one agility up and it's done, which is kind of reminiscent of the last battle I posted, which was the Rock Polish Golem set. It's kind of like that, except Metagross is a monster and Golem is just a mere Pokemon. So basically he's gonna go rip through my team now. I brought my my Cubics, which is on the first team I actually made on Platinum. I'm not sure if I've even ever shown this. Basically it's just called Cubics because I remember a show called Cubics, and this is a Steelix, so yeah. Haha. I try and go for an Aqua Tail because for some reason I still have not got Earthquake on this thing. An Earthquake would have taken it down, because if you look at that Life Orb, he probably didn't put like at least as much defensive investment as he could have, because he had to spread it to attack and speed. in order to outspeed Pokemon when using agility, because Metrogross is a slower Smurfo, which is why I use Bullet Punch on mine. But basically, yeah, he takes my Steelix out with EQ, and this is where I'm really regretting it, because all I had to do really was take out that Glide Score, go down with the ship, and then he would have switched in maybe on a Metagross, or maybe would have switched back to Tita, and all my pokes were ready to take on the Metagross without setting up, At least in that situation, maybe I could have at least, stalled him out as a means of, making him kill himself using Life Orb. However, that didn't really happen. So basically, he tears through my team. Although I started tearing through his team, he tears through my team, which is quite a nice switch of pace. So I must say it was quite a nice battle. Although, could have been a lot different, but I must say, generally quite thankful for it. It was quite a fun battle. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for watching and good night.